we were preparing for Rally in the 100-acre wood. We had the car on track to be ready to go for that event. But of course, as many of you know, that event was canceled just due to the global pandemic. And since we weren't sure when we would be able to rally again, we kind of put all that prep on hold.
All right, so like Kelsey mentioned, we're kind of working through our list of stuff to get ready for Ohio. We're a few weeks out from that. We've still got a huge list over here on the wall. A lot of that was carryover from the 400-acre wood, stuff we didn't get done. We marked off all the stuff we did get done, and then we added some more stuff to it. One of the nice things we added, we've got these new Recce windows. That's going to allow us to, well, first of all, not have to replace a window with plastic if we hit a tree again. We also have sliders now. No getting a window stuck 2 minutes before we take off from Park Expose. The other nice thing is we are installing a suit cooler in here. So it's the chill out systems. It's an electric compressor, essentially runs like a standard AC system, but it's all small compact unit. But we do have to run some ducting for that. Ducting. With this Recce, we can actually cut a NACA duct in there and get some ventilation going to that. I think it'll be pretty good.
Official Motorsports powder coating coated a couple sets of wheels for us, which is really exciting. And we ordered 2 new sets of soft compound tires for this rally.
We're running the Cooper tire soft compound. We had ran the medium compound last year. They held up pretty well, but we wanted something a bit more aggressive with the grip, especially going into Ohio. It's been known to rain, it's been known to get really soft and kind of muddy. So we kind of wanted to run really the best tire we could.
So the other thing we've got in here, we finally got our standalone installed. We've got it up and running. It's running some basic software right now. It's enough to get the car running, driving. It's not particularly tuned to this engine or this exhaust or intake setup. So we still have some tuning to do for that. We've got our wideband installed. And after we installed the wideband, we found we had a pretty major exhaust leak. So the exhaust section that clamps the headers leaked really bad. Also probably didn't help the car sound that great. So we've got that fixed now. Hopefully we're getting some good O2 readings and we can actually go out and do some street tuning and ultimately do some dyno tuning as well.
So leading up to Ohio, there was a PDE event. It's an SCCA, essentially open track day. My main goal was just to get the tuning done on there. It was really the first time I had the car out running wide open throttle anywhere with the new standalone. I ran at the track kind of as a shakedown as well. The car performed great. It had a ton of body roll. Not running sway bars with a lifted suspension on a track makes for an interesting experience.
Boots! OH! IO! We made it to Ohio! Look at the view at our service spot. So here's the truck and trailer. Calvin's getting that situated. But we get to look out at these amazing Southern Ohio hills and this sunset.
So Recce for Southern Ohio Forest Rally was a little bit different than past years. We did 3 passes of note riding. Normally you only get about 2 pass Recce is about standard. And between that and all the video we had, we really nailed those notes.
I think because they allowed so much time, even though a lot of people were writing their notes for the first time, we saw, really not that many offs, due to just mistakes and things like that. There were a couple, but a large majority of the retirements were actually from like motion sickness and heat sickness. And I think that was due to the fact that there was so much time given for reconnaissance for teams to really work those notes out.
The stages out here are really fun, really tight, really technical. There's actually a lot of tarmac sections. They're going to be really fast. It's a good thing I did that track day this week.
With us running at night, this is going to be a special challenge for me as the co-driver to be able to keep up and really read those notes.
But it's also really dusty. We're catching a lot of dust, and it's not supposed to rain at all between now and tomorrow night, so we'll have to see how dusty it is, especially at night. Dust is really bad at night with our rally lights and everything.
roads are so good. They all flow so nicely. It's super dry. I'm a little worried about the dust, but I think if the dust can be kind of tamed, it'll be super fun.
We really like the roads out here, fast, smooth, and then sometimes they're technical. It looks like we're going to go pretty fast on some of them. The way that they connected the tarmac between the stages, especially only having 2, they're really long, but they look like they're going to be a blast.
I think as long as it keeps the dust down, it should help. But if it rains more than that, then we'll be okay. I like the rain. Well, it went from a little bit of rain to keep the dust down to it might be a little muddy out there now. You come to Ohio for rally and you don't get this, you're probably not at an Ohio rally.
All right, cars are starting to line up to begin. First car was out at what, 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
Yeah, so we're just waiting till we can go. We are 43 in the start order, right?
44.
Oh, 44 in the start order today, so it's gonna be a few more minutes till we get rolling.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start 100, crest. Into left 5, short.
The first stage definitely felt like Calvin and I were just trying to kind of get back in the swing of things. You know, it's been a while since we've done a rally. The last time was Snowdrift back in January. So it's been a long time since we've done rally.
Left 5, 50. Then a right 2 plus, opens tightens 2. Narrow bridge turn, left 1 onto tarmac.
So in the middle of the first stage, there's actually a really long tarmac section. It's got a bunch of crests. There's some 5s and 6s in there. But for the most part, once you get onto that section, you're full throttle until you get into a right hairpin.
Right 6 short into left 5 short.
So every time I got on here, in my mind, it was just put the foot down and keep going. Don't lift until it's time to start braking for that right hairpin.
Left 5 plus short. 50, right 4. Over crest. 50, right hairpin, gravel up. Good. 30, left 5.
So when we lined up for stage 2, there was a bit of a hold up.
We heard on the radio was Travis Pastrana in his car in stage 2, a few miles in, ended up having a mechanical issue, pulled off, and from what we're understanding that the car lit on fire and is no longer able to move from stage.
All right, we're here at the first service of the day. Stage 1 felt amazing. Stage 2 had to be transited. There was a car on fire. Everyone was okay. And we passed 2 cars out on the first stage. I think we're doing a pretty good pace. We just got to keep it up. They're putting on or rotating some tires out. Make sure we've got plenty of grip.
Left 5. 50, left 3. 30, left 5.
I felt like when we lined up for the third stage, we had already ran it once and I kind of felt a lot more confidence come back, started to get a better rhythm. We definitely picked up some time on that stage and improved our speed.
50, left 2 short and right 1 deceptive.
we did catch up to a Subaru towards the end of the stage. There's a lot of twisty section. We ended up chasing them for a bit. They finally did let us pass.
Yep. Then right 1. Opens, tightens.
The 4th stage was the first time that we got to run the middle or east stage. That was a little bit shorter one. That stage I feel like maybe didn't have as good of a rhythm as the first stage.
Opens medium, over crest.
On stage 4, we ended up catching the Subaru again, this time much sooner than we had expected, but the roads there were a bit more wider and had room to pass.
Crest, left 4, short into left.
So stage 4, it's got a long tarmac section at the end. We're going in a little bit too hot downhill into the right 1, and I just overcooked it a bit. The rear end started to slide around. We made it about halfway through the turn before I was able to catch it and continue on the way. But had we not saved that, we probably would have been in a really bad spot.
Big crest, 50, crest 30, left 5 plus short. 30, crest, 30, crest, 50, left 6 into turn right 1. Here's your turn right 1.
Oh, we're not the only ones who's done that.
50, right 6. 30, right 3, opens, tightens 2.
Yeah, so the last stage was a tough one for sure. It was really late at that point. It was well after 3 a.m.
30, left 3.
Towards the end there, I started hearing some weird noises coming over the intercom. And Kelsey was over there actually getting sick and still trying to read notes.
Left 3 short, into right 2 narrow.
We're there.
Left curve is tarmac.
Fortunately, right as that happened, we did come across a red cross, so we came to a stop.
Right 2, left 2 minus.
Triangle, slow down. Red cross, red cross. Put the mileage.
Fortunately, again, nobody was injured. It was just a communication issue, it sounded like, but there was a car kind of up on its side in a ditch.
Okay. All right. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Well, it's about 5:15 a.m. We made it to the end of Southern Ohio Forest Rally 2020. It definitely ran a bit later than they had scheduled, but we got through it. Car was actually handling really well. The new tires, I think, helped go a long way to just building up some of that confidence and carrying more speed through the turns. We haven't seen results yet. We're still waiting on those, but hopefully we're gonna probably end up 2nd or 3rd place in our class.
And in 3rd place in Regional Open Two-Wheel Drive for the Southern Ohio Forest Rally, we have Calvin Cooper and Kelsey Stevens of Cooper Autoworks. They're also our current Open Two-Wheel Drive Eastern Regional class leaders.
Overall happy we made it on the podium. We had some really stiff competition there. Bearded Rhino Rally team. We've kind of been chasing them back and forth since Ojibwe last year as far as putting times down, and they caught us this time. Maybe we'll catch them next time.
The Cooper Autoworks team wants to thank the organizers and volunteers for the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. They did an incredible job hosting an event while focusing on keeping participants safe